So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dailymotion Cup. We have the deciding map of this best of three, spawning in the top left position as the blue Terran player from Team Acer, who took the first game with a very powerful attack with siege tanks and marines. It is INnoVation up against the red Terran player, who pretty much did the same thing except purely off one base in the last game to win it. It is Millennium's forGG. And, you know, as you can see, INnoVation is a fantastic, critically acclaimed, you know, if there was a Nobel Peace Prize for StarCraft, INnoVation probably have it. And despite his fantastic show of TVT this morning in the GSTL, forGG has brought his A game. He's been like, yeah, I don't really care if you're supposed to be the best Terran. TVT is my bag. And I think it's just one of those things you naturally get really good at if you play a lot of if you play Terran in a European server. There's so many good Terran players, especially at the pro level, that you'll end up playing constantly. So forGG is just, I mean, he's doing his thing, and the barracks is on the way now. He's opened up gas first once again. INnoVation though, looking to go command center first. I have to say, on a map this big, I really like the command center first, mostly because how are you really going to punish it? As long as INnoVation scouts semi-actively, he shouldn't have too much trouble at all holding off any type of early Banshee play that forGG could bring. That being said, he could do something along the lines of that fast Marine Hellion play that he opened up with on Star Station, and I'd actually really like to see a very fast Hellion or a very fast Marine drop, because most of the time you can hold the Banshee off with just a scan and naked Marines or a missile turret, but holding the Hellion Marine attack off with a medevac is very difficult to do with just naked Marines. As I said, that healing power is so strong. But INnoVation builds the barracks and then a gas, so he's not actually opening 2 racks after command center, which means that he's likely looking to move either into a very fast reactor Hellion play like he did in the last game, or INnoVation's looking to go for something like a quick 2-base Cloak Banshee, some other weird shenaniganery. And he's actually going to scout cross spawn, and he'll run right into forGG's SCV, and forGG's probably going to end up just scouting, looks like clockwise. So forGG will learn INnoVation's location pretty late. INnoVation knows now. He's like, oh, well, that's a very easy scout. I just went right across and I found him. Cool for me. He identifies the build. It's gas first, and I don't think INnoVation has anything to worry about now. He's got to be feeling pretty good, because you get that scout off. Starport's on the way for forGG. Second gas as well. Tech Lab looks like Cloak Banshee once again. There's no reason to open Raven on this map. It's so damn big. If they go Banshee and you don't go and you open up with anything other than a Raven, like, you should be able to hold it off either with a scan or some other form of scouting due to how big the map is. So factory moves, and INnoVation starts his factory. So as you can see, the difference between the command center first into barracks into gas versus just the straight up gas before anything else really allows this starport to come in quickly for forGG. Now moving it over to the tech lab, it's got to be Cloak. And there's the Banshee, there's Cloak. So forGG is getting ready to do this one base style of aggression again. I don't know that he's going to commit all in off of one base. It's certainly a possibility, but the benefit for INnoVation, since he's doing this gas base build, is that minerals are going to be a little bit higher for him. So getting an engineering bay won't be hard. The question is, how much is he prepared for this? He should have the gas to start a starport very soon. There it is. And now the Hellion production begins once again. So, where does he take it? Where does he take it? The engineering base starting up as well, like I said. So INnoVation's good. He's fine. He scans like, okay, Banshee. I see the Banshee coming out. I know it's on its way. The amount of time it takes to get to INnoVation's base, probably just about like a minute-ish, just because of how big Whirlwind is. He's got a long way to go. It's cross spawn. INnoVation, okay, he actually looked like he was going to make Widow Mines for a second there. He's just going to start getting ready, really. Missile turret in the natural mineral line. Missile turret in the main base mineral line. And maybe a missile turret by his production is another common thing that Terran players like to do. Something I personally like to do. The SCV is here. Yeah, there's a missile turret to cover his production. The last thing you want is a Cloak Banshee to kill off your reactors or your tech labs or literally your anything. So Banshee comes in. There's the Cloaky Dokie. One SCV will get blown apart. The Viking is on the way. And he can kind of just try to duck away at these SCVs that are not in the range of the missile turret. That missile turret positioning protects the mineral line from the back, but not this side attack. And the Vikings here, all the missile turrets revealing it. He's trying to get set up here. Another SCV might get picked off. Nope. He's just going to leave. forGG will get out. And the Hellions go for the counter harass. Grabs the Marines of forGG. And he's going to try to make it way into the main base. The Hellions not going to be able to break the Marine tank, though. forGG has that expansion up and running. And look at this Banshee. He's actually getting some damage done. Not able to kill the Hellion, but doing damage is always nice. He's actually trying to intercept the Hellion with his Banshee. Ooh, that would be so nice if he was able to catch that. No luck there either. INnoVation's moving in a Marine tank medevac. He's getting a medevac out pretty early. No stim or anything like that, so this could be for a fast drop. While forGG is going to go very fast double Viking. Wow, this is a really fast double Viking. I mean, he could try to just take air dominance very early on. I mean, INnoVation's just getting a third command center. This isn't unusual at all. Well, he gets his defensive Marine tank, but he's going to load up 8 Marines for a drop. And forGG, he's... yeah, okay. I guess he's got 2 Banshees. He wants to have 2 fast Vikings. If he makes another 2 Vikings, I'll be blown away. But, yeah, wow, he's... forGG really, really, really wants to have air control at the beginning of this game. Not normal. I don't know. I haven't seen this very often. It's kind of like some players are known for, like Gumiho used to be known in the GSL for going for Hellion Viking. But this super fast tank Viking reminds me of the beginning of Wings of Liberty when that's literally all it was, which is siege tanks and Vikings. So, I don't know. This is kind of interesting. The medevac is coming in for INnoVation towards the main base. He might get some SCVs. The army's very slow. The Banshees move kind of fast. I guess the Vikings as well, but the Marines are good versus both of those. So here they come. A couple SCVs get shoot apart. You can go for the supply depots as well. I think the Marines could try to target down these units. Oh, nice snipe on the medevac. Yeah, it doesn't really get too much there. So pretty solid hold from forGG. He didn't really lose much at all. He's actually killed way more workers thanks to the Banshee that he had in the earlier phase of the game. So these Vikings are just kind of chilling now for INnoVation. The rest of the barracks are getting set up. So this is going to be a bio game. Lots of bio. Neither player going to do mech of any kind. But I don't know if this counts. Does this count as mech? He's got a lot of Vikings and Banshees early on. What this means is he can get a very weird 2-base contain that oftentimes you can't do in Terran versus Terran because you run the risk of getting overwhelmed by something along the lines of an SCV pull. Any Terran will tell you if you try to attack someone that has more stuff than you with a very fast siege like this, they can pull everything, swallow you before you can deal a lot of damage. But by getting this fast tank out with the double Banshee and 4 Vikings, he can actually set up a contain for a very long time with a lot of vision, and this wall is going to be forfeit. Even if he can't kill the opposing siege tanks, this bunker, he can't save it. These supply depots, he can't save them. These Marines get picked off, and the Banshees are going to kill the siege tanks. He's going to kill 1 tank, and if he tries to kill these Banshees, he's going to be in range of the siege tanks, and there's not enough Vikings. forGG's just got an absurd amount of Vikings. forGG's literally playing like tank Viking right now, and he's just going to slowly inch his way forward. I mean, at what point is INnoVation just going to pull everything and try to stave this off? forGG is doing, I guess, one of the most abusive TVT builds in the book, which is just very fast tank Viking contain with the Banshee harass. This is so annoying to deal with for INnoVation. I don't think this is something that he plays against very often, as he's really getting blasted down here. He's lost all of his air units because this is forGG's just said, I'm taking control of the air. That's just how it is. And now the tanks are inching forward, closer and closer, getting that hug of death. The Marines have their combat shield, so as these Banshees just continue to poke away, he's still got 1 Banshee left. Stims tries to catch it, but the siege tanks blast those Marines down, and he's just rallying across the field. Vikings, Marines, and siege tanks. The Banshee continue to poke. He's trying to focus it down, but he's got too many Vikings. There's not enough anti-air for INnoVation. forGG is going to continue to crawl up. He's got so many siege tanks here. The ultimate 2-base contain. And once these siege tanks are gone, what stops him from just running in with all of his upgraded Marines? I don't know. INnoVation does have stim, but Every stim hurts him. In fact, if you have Marines that have stim and no combat shields, one stim will cause them to get one-shotted by siege tanks. Every stim that INnoVation does makes it easier for forGG to kill him, and now he's going to try to run in and stop this, but there's so much here for the Millennium Terror player. I don't think INnoVation can break him, and he's not going to be able to. Everything is falling apart right now for INnoVation. These Marines take some really big tank shots. forGG's like, nah, man, I can land, I can do it. I have the Banshee here as well, and everything collapses for the Acer player. He's done. That's it. He's 37 supply to 97. forGG has broken the Acer Terran, who only hours ago was winning the GSTL with TVT. This is it. forGG manages to secure a 2-1 victory over INnoVation, and he's out of the group. INnoVation will go to play against the winner between Todd and Life.